Hi guys, it's KamsApothecary and I'm back with another video. Just me yapping again. You're probably going to be seeing a lot of these videos since I really like yapping. If you can't hear it, I'd have the music turned off for Genshin, so I should be able to overlay it with like some actual music. Like last time I played Animal Crossing, I also played Hollow Knight, and I plan to play some like Stray music and like the game Stray, or maybe Persona 3 music, I don't know, but I just got done with the GRE, or well, I got done about an hour ago, and that shit's hard. That's hard. And I knew the GRE was gonna be hard, but I just didn't expect it to be, like, I didn't even get finished with a section. I had like one question left, and then it automatically just like moved me to the next section, and so I was like, oh my god. So I ended up I didn't fail it. In terms of like, on a scale of like 1 to 100, I made like an 83 on it. Like, my score was in the 280s. And I know it's like the ACT for Americans, or the SAT for Americans, where that it's like, it's not on like a score of like, you either pass or fail it. You get a score, and then that kind of determines how good you are. And so I made like a 283, I think, and I don't know if that's a good score or not, but in terms of like that out of 340, that's kind of like, you know, that's an 80 something. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. That's how my family's looking at it. So that's how I'm gonna look at it. I'm going to set this up so that I don't have to I wanted to just level up the like Fontaine characters next, so I believe I'm going to do that, and then I'm probably going to go back and work on other characters. I don't know. I believe Mika is also a Fontainian character. Mika I know is from Mondstadt, but I believe he's a Fontainian released character. So I'm gonna put him up there. So I'm gonna try working on these three while I talk and while I yap. And hopefully these aren't annoying characters. I know the Wolfhook berries, they're not hard to get. Sorry about the VTuber model kind of like going like bug-eyed at ya, but I'm scratching my head. I know Clarant won't be that hard. I already have like a lot of her stuff. I just need to fight her boss, which again shouldn't be that hard. So let's fight her boss. If I can find her boss. Here it is. I really like this model. I'm probably going to talk about like why I chose this specific look for the model, because I think that is kind of important to the like lore of the character. So I chose this specific look because I wanted to try something new with my character and her looks. You can refer to my character as like she, her, they, them, maybe even he, him, I don't really care. But the thing about the VTuber model is that I had wide range over what I wanted, and this is not the original look that I initially made from it. Ooh. Let's see. I need her skill. But yeah, I initially made my VTuber model into that of my PNG model, but you know, it's not gonna have everything. So I made it the best I could. This is the original outfit that I picked out. I thought it was really cute, so I was like, we're gonna go with that. But I ended up going with this kind of like angel wings and the long hair because I wanted more lore for my character, because like right now the lore was like similar to like think of like the Wizard of Oz, or especially Wicked, with like going to shiz and like being kind of like they're all adults, and it's like kind of like Hogwarts, but it's like adult, and it's you know, it's just it's not like, you know, it's like college, basically. It's like college. That's what I mean. And it was supposed to reflect like kind of me, where that's like just got done with college, is also a writer, and you know, like that's kind of one of the reasons why my PNG YouTuber was called the Novel Witch, because I thought, you know, witches are cool, and also novel. Ooh. So I thought maybe I could like make like a character based off of that. And that's where kind of the whole concept of my PNG tuber came from, which is why she has like the witch's hat with like Lily of the Valley and everything on her. But I ended up thinking of like, what about life before? What about life before my character went to like this shiz university? Not shiz, like not actual shiz, but it was more like a rendition of it where it wasn't called shiz, it was actually called Skyworth. So I ended up kind of coming up with this like, come here. I ended up coming up with this like concept of like you know, like goes to university, learns alchemy or whatever, becomes a witch, also writes stories. You know, it was supposed to be very self-indulgent, and it still is. But I like the idea of my character kind of being like I don't exactly know how it's specifically pronounced, but like the angels in D&D, Asimir? Or Asimir? Or Asimar? I don't know what they're... I keep on mixing up the like, instead of saying Mar, I say Mir. Like, I know that's wrong, but that's kind of how I remember it. is by saying mirror instead of, and I think that also rolls off the tongue better. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking for like my backstory for this character, for like, oh, this character is a angel from a story that I've been working on for a long time. And like the world building I've been working on for a long time, and is like, oh, you're an angel from this other world, and then uses a planar rift to get here. So I thought that was like really neat, and was kind of like what I was looking for in terms of my character lore. So I ended up using that. I'm still like world building, still like thinking, so it's not like complete or anything, but I just know that my now VTuber model is like a reflection of like the D&D, like D&D race. Oh, I used it too early. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking for the lore, because I really want to use, like, because I've been making up this lore, not this specific lore, but like this part of the lore, like using space and using actual science behind it to make up the lore with the help of my friend. And they've been really helpful, because they know a lot about like gravity and like space and everything. And so I've been making up this like kind of like sci-fi type of like sci-fantasy type of world building. And it's been really interesting so far, and I really enjoy making these characters, like not these characters, but these concepts. And I'm losing track of my thought. It's not late at night. I actually took the Jerry like earlier in the morning, and so it's not like, so it's been like really early in the morning. Like you can take the Jerry like so many different times. Like I was looking on the website, and it was like you can take it at like 12 a.m. or you can take it at like 6 p.m. or, you know, you can take it at whatever time. And I was just like, whoa. I didn't choose that. I chose 8 a.m. when I knew that, you know, things wouldn't bother me and everything. And so, yeah, that's kind of why I chose that time. But the lore and everything, I really like the angel wings, and I really like the angel concept. I don't know, something about the earwings kind of just like reminds me of Honkai Star Rail. I really like Honkai Star Rail. So I wanted to kind of like, not really steal that concept, but kind of like, oh, I really like the earwings. I'm gonna use this part of the concept in my lore, or like in my in you know, in my concept and everything. So that's kind of why I chose it. I only need one. Oh, thank God I can do that. I for some reason I'm really bad at multitasking, so like it's hard for me to like concentrate on the game while I'm talking, and trying to like make an in-depth conversation, unless I'm sitting back and not actively like talking. Well, there's Clarion, and I also have a wish. Next up is Mika and Frimine. Mika and Frimine are low in terms of their level, and I don't have enough resin to continue, like actually like build them to like a higher level. I'm looking at the time. I'm just trying to think of what to say. That's kind of the whole reason why I go quiet sometimes, is that I'm just thinking of what to say next. So it's not like I mean to have like those quiet moments of just like where I don't speak and it's just like I'm awkward, but in terms of like I literally don't know what to think because I can't verbalize my thoughts as I'm doing something else. Unless I actively think of it, and even then that's kind of hard for me to do. Okay, I don't know how much I fixed, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, that's neat. Oh, I'm burning. But I believe I made a pretty good score, or I say a pretty good score. In terms of percentages, I passed it. It's not like I failed it. And I don't know if it's good enough to get into graduate school, but I do think that for my first try, I did a good job. Let's see if I can do a Trounce domain. I might choose someone easy. Like, I don't mean to choose anyone easy, it's just that it doesn't require me to think as much. Because, like, if I can just beat something within one shot, then I'm like, okay, I can do that. And I can talk while I do it. It's kind of like Honkai Star Rail. I can just sit back, let it autoplay, and then talk. But with Genshin, it's more involved, and so it requires a bit of more, like, multitasking. Which I said is a little hard for me. The GRE, like I said, it was hard, but if you study, like for me, I'm not very good at studying on my own, and so especially since I have been out of, wow, that was one shot, especially since I've been out of like college and everything. Oh, there goes Ino. Oops. Let me... It's kind of sad that Ino died. even though Child is a super easy boss. I remember, like, this is completely off topic than what I was talking about, but I remember when people said, like, Child's too hard, nerf him. They nerfed him, and now he's just too easy. Like, people should have known that, like, the later bosses would have gotten easier, or, like, the later bosses would have gotten harder as, like, you level up, kind of like scales. So it's kind of just silly that people were like, I can't beat Child. And I know he's kicking my ass right now, but it's just that I'm bad at dodging, and I don't dodge. I just let myself get hit. So, do I have to get the trounce domain? But yeah, I don't know, I've been so stressed with that I just kind of didn't, like, I've been doing things and everything, like, to get my mind off of it, but I wasn't, like, actively enjoying my time. So it's been kind of like, now that I don't have the GRE to worry about, and all I have to do is just apply, now I'm like, what do I do now? Like, what? Like, it's kind of difficult for me to verbalize it, but it's kind of just like, what do you do now? I'm also kind of asking myself, what do I do now in terms of the game? I could do the Spiral Abyss. And hopefully, I never do these two because I just don't. So, who's during the first half? Hydro, Cryo. Oh, that's interesting. Cryo, Electro, Hydro. So, I'm gonna want... Before you ask why I do these teams, it's because I'm doing what I think is best, and it literally could be dog shit. So, like, don't judge me too hard, because, like, it literally could be bad, and I don't know. Oh, I need you, Charlotte. How about I do this? And then how about... That does the cryo, and what about Animo? Groups enemies does some damage. You, and you. Or, well, you. I'd like to have one sustain. I know it's not needed for the Spiral Abyss, but I just prefer to... Oh, I should have grouped them. I should have chosen Kazuha, because then that would have grouped them together. How did we get all the way over there? I thought I was on the other side. Yeah, I hate this type of domain, because, like, I'm not good at grouping enemies, if I can get out of them. And I also get stuck a lot. At least the cryo from the shields is doing something. Can you die already? Okay. I picked Ganyu because I like Ganyu. If you're... That's stupid. I just realized what I did. I chose Farina and then I was like, these are Hydro Slimes. Like, there's no reason for me to choose Farina. Oh, I'm stupid. I don't need that. Why did I do that? Okay, I need to... Don't ask me how I got the Great Magicians or like the Great Magic or Linny's weapon. I just was wishing on that banner, got it, and I was like, oh, well, might as well put it on someone. Let's see. And I've gotten her Echo already, so like, I like to think my Ganyu's pretty good in terms of like, damage output. I say is there's a less than 2k attack. I do know, I mean, her attack had to be good to be able to defeat those stupid ass wolves or whatever they're called. I don't know, but oh my god, they were horrible. I hated them. I need his shield. I need his shield. Why did I do that? Okay, now I can do you two. Only two? What's the last one? At least I'm able to... Oh, it's a lava monster thing. Let me switch over to... Okay, I know I looked at the enemies, but I forget them. I'm not able to keep track of all of it in my small brain. Oh, it's an Abyss Lecter. I thought it was like one of the, like the... Oh, now I need to wait for it to... I know that once I get rid of his shield, that I should have, yeah, there we go. Now, as for this last, like, Spiral Abyss, I'm not sure that I'll be able to, defeat it. Like, within the time. I'm sure that I can defeat them given enough time, but that's what I mean. given enough time. Not within the time limit. I don't think my teams are meta, and I think a lot of people would complain that they're not meta, so, and I don't claim for them to be meta either, it's just the way, it's just the way that I play. At least some of the cryo is doing some damage. Oh, I lost the... There we go. I remember I was talking to a friend and I told him how long I had been like in the game, and he was like, wow, that's a long time. And he's like, how do you like keep track of all that? I'm like, I don't. I don't keep track of it. I just play the game and I just vibe. That's what I do. I just vibe with the game. I don't care about meta. I don't. Okay, I've got like a minute and 12 seconds to defeat whatever this forsaken thing is. I think I can do it. Yeah. I was able to. Yay. I'm not going to attempt to do floor 12. That is just impossible for me. I would rather sit on a cactus than do that one. Let's see, can we get a Scuffier? No, but we can get a weapon. I have like 20 more, 16 more until I get another wish. You know what? It's been 30 minutes. I've been yapping for long enough. So I think I'm gonna call it there for today. I hope you guys have a good day, afternoon, and or night, and I will see you guys next time.